Okay. Hello! My name is Sara. I work for the Idaho Conservation League. I'm going to talk to you about how we have used an engagement ladder to build a common language around outreach and engagement to get people interested in conservation issues in Idaho and to get them engaged in decision making. You'll look at my pretty chart now. So ICL is an old organization. We have, in the past, quantified our support as about 9,000 members. When I first started with ICL, I wasn't in advocacy. It was in a completely different field, and I didn't understand how advocacy organizations get their work done. And the thing that resonated with me in talking to all of my other coworkers was what power means to an organization. Whether it's people or position or money, an advocacy organization needs to have people behind them to demonstrate power in the legislature or at any other venue where you're being a voice for conservation. In 2009, we did a membership survey. We asked our members a variety of things, what kinds of conservation issues they're most concerned about, what types of communications they enjoy, whether it's the newsletter or email, and what their age was. And we found through this membership survey that the average age of our members was 65. So being employees of conservation organizations, you realize that's probably not a new threat or a new concern, but it is something, if people is your power base, that you have to address. So working with Groundwire, ICL came up with a strategy to try and broaden our supporter base so that we were reaching a larger constituency of conservation supporters. And we did that by looking at a framework around a pyramid of engagement. So I don't unfortunately have the same view, so I'm going to come around here. So we started defining people rather than members versus non-members as supporters at different levels. Obviously, level 1 folks, they are interested in conservation issues, but really what they want out of us is who are you and why should I care? And we have to demonstrate to them not only who ICL is and what we provide as a service for folks who are interested in conservation, but also who they are to us, why we need them, why this is a relationship that's mutually beneficial. And we do that through a variety of ways, through our website, our blog, Facebook, YouTube. Building relationships with a younger audience has its challenges, and I'm sure you guys have noticed that as well. ICL is an old organization. We've been around since 1973, and we have a very credible, professional, almost conservative approach to conservation. I live in Idaho. And younger audiences don't necessarily appreciate that type of a voice. So realizing that these tools, Facebook, YouTube, Twitter, don't offer the same media that a newsletter does, it requires some tweaking of messaging and tweaking of tone, and that's going to be a constantly evolving thing. As you move up the ladder through 2, 3, 4, 5, we like to think about each of those levels as different prototypes or different people. At level 2, you're reading our blogs, you may be engaging in some of our take actions. You want to know what is timely, what issue you should engage on, and what we're working on specifically right now. Level 3, you're starting to donate. You want to know when's the right time to give money, when's the right time to take action. And level 4 and 5 is really getting up to our centennial, people who give significant quantities of money and develop as leaders in our field. So this is all great, and this gives my organization a common language to talk about why different levels of support matter, why it's not just members versus non-members, but I don't know how to get this going. The second slide.
Space bar maybe, or click.
Oh, it's thinking.
Yeah.
There we go. Okay. But this is no replacement for traditional organizing methods. You have to plan. You have to have an outcome that you're building towards. It does mean that you should experiment because these new tools offer a variety of new ways to talk to people who care about conservation issues. And I think probably the main thing, since I'm running out of time here, is to listen. We have the opportunity to hear what other people think about our work. And in having that opportunity, you can utilize those that feedback to build a better and stronger organization.